Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
Last weekend, Michigan State's hockey team celebrated senior night in style by sweeping Notre Dame in front of its 7th sold-out crowd of the season at Mud Ice Arena. There is a completely different buzz surrounding the program right now than this time last year. And for the Krygier Twins, Cole and Christian, this was almost a season that never was for them in East Lansing. The two entered the transfer portal to play one more year elsewhere. So what drove them to come back? Our Ian Crush sat down with them to get the answer.
Well, for just the sake of the interview, myself and those watching, we got Cole and Christian, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And despite what a lot of people might think, you guys are not identical. You guys are fraternal. What about each other makes you guys different?
Personality is one of those that people catch on pretty quickly. I think physically, there's a few things like Cole's a mole or different things that people have looked at, or kind of haircut. It looks the same, but it's different.
Growing up with your family, not only are you guys Big Ten athletes, your two sisters played soccer in the Big Ten, your brother played here hockey as well. Just how did you guys all get into athletics and become these Division I athletes?
Yeah, I think from a young age, my parents wanted us in sports. It's a healthy thing for a kid to be in. You have a schedule. It teaches you how to be a teammate. We were all really competitive as kids and fighting all the time. So I feel like that competitive edge kind of allowed us all to succeed.
So the fighting that you guys do now on the ice is how you guys were growing up?
Probably a little worse. Yeah.
Spartans open to close it on a high note. Loading up is Krygier. He scores!
Was Michigan State always a school you guys had your eyes on growing up, or how did you guys kind of decide you wanted to come to Michigan State together?
I mean, growing up in Michigan, and obviously really close to here, I was always a Michigan State fan. I never liked Michigan, so that was one of those things where I don't think I would have ever gone to Michigan. Michigan State wasn't really on our radar when we were first looking at schools. So with DC coming in 2018, we decommitted from Wisconsin in that April of 2018, so going into our freshman year.
How important was it for the two of you to want to play together? Was that something you made a priority at all?
Yeah, I think that's just kind of how it's always been. We never really were in the spot where one of us didn't make a team or one of us didn't fit like in that situation, kind of had to find a different path. I mean, I feel like it's kind of always been doing it together, and that's just how it's worked. So I feel like a lot of people would be like, did you guys plan that, or was it like that, or it just kind of worked out that way, which is a huge blessing in disguise.
And so after last season, you go through senior day, maybe you were thinking that was your last go around wearing the green and white, and then you guys entered the transfer portal for a moment and then decided to come back together. Just what about this new staff with Adam Nightingale really you guys wanted to be a part of?
It was kind of a weird situation. We both went into the portal. I actually got a call from DC 3 days before he was let go and asked me if I wanted to swap back. They had some money for me, and with my options that I was going through, it seemed like the best fit. I know that the program wasn't in a spot that I was as confident going back to, but I knew that was going to be a good fit for me because of just the familiarity. I think the systems, the league we're in is really strong, and that's going to make you better. We didn't really know who was coming in, so Christian was kind of still waiting. And then after Nighty got hired, Christian, you can tell this part too, but yeah, for me, I was just at a point where I'd graduated. Cole changed his major early in college, so he was a couple credits behind me. And for me, it was kind of, I loved my time here, and I wouldn't have changed it for anything, but I was just looking for a new life or a new, just kind of spark to regenerate kind of what I had before I came in. And I felt like I kind of lost a little bit of myself from a standpoint of hockey and development in my time. So I think I was just really trying to take a step back and figure out what would have helped me develop and create for me to play on. And that's kind of where I was at in the whole process. I wasn't really in a rush. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And for me, I called Nettie back, and I was just like, I'm not done here. I told him the situation, how I was feeling, what I was looking for. And it was a fit. Not right away, but I called him, I let him know what I was doing, and then about a week later he gave me a call and said that he wanted me back and to be part of it.
Let's take a look at those standings, Fred. I mean, 2 through 6, good luck. It is going to be quite a finish to the regular season. And Michigan State gets a 3-2 win. The Spartans sweeping Notre Dame.
How often have you guys talked about hosting a Big Ten tournament game this year?
It's definitely been a focus. Like that's a goal of ours. Like we want to bring that back. We want to do that. We haven't done that since we've been here, and I think that's a good start and accomplishment. But I think it's just giving the ultimate accomplishment to that would be showing guys that like we can do it, and that this is where the program's going, and this is the standard.
Saturday is the Twins' final chance to play Michigan in the infamous Duel in the D. And when we come back, Adam Nightingale shares why playing at Little Caesars Arena is so important and how the Spartans have an opportunity to prove that they are one of the best college hockey programs in the country this year.
Closed captioning sponsored by Hearing Life, helping Spartans love their ears. With 41 locations across Michigan, go to hearinglife.com to take a free online hearing test.